The Xbox Series 10 will allow you to fully appreciate one of the most powerful home consoles of all time, assuming you have a monitor that does its games justice. With Xbox Game Pass, the Netflix-style game library subscription, expanding all the time, now is the perfect time to grab Microsoft's newest 4K-capable game console. It plays both Xbox Series and Xbox One games in 4K at a rock-solid 60 frames per second, with some games already running at 120 FPS. Microsoft also promises 8K capability is on the way once a critical mass of content and screens rise to the challenge. While we generally associate console games with flat-screen TVs, many players prefer the expanded configuration options of traditional PC monitors, even for console gaming. To get the most out of the Xbox Series 10, however, requires a fairly high-end gaming monitor. We've rounded up the best monitors for Xbox Series 10 to help you find the right panel to unlock all of its power. Number 1. Philips Momentum 559M1 Rave. The Philips Momentum is a huge, fast display optimized for the Xbox Series 10, with a high-quality built-in sound system for good measure. Philips made one of the first design for Xbox-certified monitors for the Xbox Series 10, and it's a doozy. At 55 inches, the Philips Momentum looks more like a television but has all the fine-grained control and port options you would expect from a dedicated gaming monitor. It hits all of the console's top specs with 4K, 144Hz, HDMI 2.1, and HDR. It also includes a fantastic built-in 2.1-channel stereo Bowers and Wilkins soundbar, as well as some big low lights on the back that can be programmed to match your content. VA, vertical alignment, type panels, compared to IPS, in plane switching, ones, historically sacrifice a bit of speed in order to get rich colors and contrast, but the Momentum has been built from the ground up for gaming and, as our reviewer discovered, excels even when your game moves at top speed. Number 2. Alienware AW2723DF. The Alienware AW2723DF is an outstanding monitor for Xbox gaming. One of the display technologies Alienware opted to support with the AW2723DF is local dimming zones, which are primarily found on TVs. This allows the monitor to adjust the brightness in 32 different sections of its display independently, which significantly improves contrast. Here's an example: if you're playing a game in which you're traversing a dark cave with a torch, the monitor won't have to brighten the entire screen for the sake of making the torch easier to see. You'll get the dankness of the cave all around you, with only the sections of this monitor illuminated by the torch looking brighter. The effect is more realistic-looking environments. Finally, if you're a cross-platform gamer, a person who likes to play games on multiple systems, the AW2723DF Spevia ports will come in handy. You can hook up two consoles and a PC to the display simultaneously, no need for an HDMI switch or constantly shuffling cables. Number 3. LG C2 EVO OLED. If cost is not a concern, LG's OLED TVs are the gold standard for incredible image quality with no compromise in responsiveness. All of the monitors on our list feature LCD technology, which requires a backlight, but the next generation of screens is starting to shift over to new display technology. An organic light-emitting diode, or OLED, display lights each pixel independently, allowing for brighter colors and rich, perfect blacks. If you want an OLED display right now, you need a TV, not a monitor. LG's C2 OLED is realistically the best TV for gaming right now. It features all of the top specs you need to get the most out of the Series 10, including 4K resolution, a 120Hz refresh rate, and HDMI 2.1 ports so you can achieve those specs. Our top monitor, the Philips Momentum, is just as big as a TV. The LG C2 is sort of the opposite side of the same coin, a TV with many of the technical advantages you'd find in an Xbox-friendly monitor. Number 4. Samsung Odyssey G7. The Samsung Odyssey G7 delivers a great picture and outstanding value. Curved monitors aren't exactly mainstream, but they're gaining in popularity thanks to their ability to offer a unique experience. Ultra-wide models are especially for gaming. The Samsung Odyssey 7 is a 1440p 27-inch display with a 240Hz maximum refresh rate, HDR support, and an HDMI 2.1 port. The Xbox Series 10 can take advantage of all these features. The main reason to consider the Odyssey G7 is its curve, which allows the screen to take up more of your peripheral vision. Samsung's decision to build the Odyssey 7 with a QLED panel and HDR ensures you'll get more realistic colors and games designed with high dynamic range in mind. Another core strength of this monitor is its wide array of ports. This will typically only benefit folks who use this monitor with a PC and one console, but it's something to keep in mind. The ability to use the Odyssey G7 as a USB hub in addition to a display shouldn't be discounted. Number 5. Gigabyte Aorus FV43U. The Gigabyte Aorus FV43U hits all the same performance benchmarks as our top choice, but for substantially less money. The Gigabyte Aorus FV43U is an incredible deal among the small number of HDMI 2.1 compatible monitors available right now. Like our top choice, it has a 144 Hz refresh rate, 4K resolution, and a VA panel with fantastic contrast and color gamut, making them functionally equivalent in many situations. At 43 inches, it also sits squarely between monitor and TV-size displays, which is great if you want a big screen but may be a problem if you want to adjust your monitor's viewing angle the way you would with a standard PC monitor. User reviews also suggest that its colors get a little washed out as you move away from the center. That said, those are relatively wonky caveats on a monitor that costs hundreds of dollars less than our top pick.